Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Episode number 12, and we are learning the seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, the childhood has been converted into the youth, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is growing in Makkah, where the society is full of sins and the society is doing shirk and making the partners of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was growing without any sin, and he was on the true religion. We had learned this in the previous episode. Today we will learn that what events were happened before the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and how Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam contributed in the different important events which were happened before prophetship and which were happened in Makkah, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very active part of some of the rituals. First of all, there is the prediction of Bahira. When he was only 12 years old, he traveled with his uncle for the trade and towards the Syria, and a Christian monk Bahira predicted that he is prophet. It was happening in the Basra Shahar, Basra city, where Prophet ﷺ stayed for a while with his uncle, and the Bahira was a scholar and he was on his true religion. He informed to the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ that this is the prophet of future, this is the last prophet, and I am afraid that maybe the Jews or the Romans would kill him, so let him go back to his home and do not go forward with him. So the Abu Talib acted upon it, and the Prophet Muhammad was sent back towards the Makkah. Then the second event which was happened before the prophetship, that dispute over Blackstone, which is the stone of the Jannah, and it was placed in the walls of the Kaaba when the Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam were building the Kaaba. So when the building of Kaaba was reconstructed, there was a great dispute. Actually, because of the storm, the building was ruined and it was reconstructed before the prophetship of Prophet Muhammad. So the Makkans were doing this holy work with a very good atmosphere, but when it was time to place the black stone, there was a dispute. So the Prophet Muhammad resolved this issue wisely, and there was no dispute or war or something like that, and everyone was happy. This was the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad. Number three, the Battle of Hijaz. When the Prophet Muhammad was only 20 years old, there was a battle in the month of Zikada, and the war was forbidden in this holy month. So there was the war, and Prophet Muhammad was also fighting for his tribe. But when he came to know that this is forbidden in this month, he stopped, and the war was also stopped after having some agreements and some further improvements. So this was the big and one of the big wars which were happened in Arabs, and this was the last week as well. So this is also the important uh, mark of the events which were happened before the prophethood. Then, number four, Hilful Fuzul. There was an agreement between the tribes to give security to the travelers to the Makkah to stop war. Because in the boundaries of the Makkah, the robbery or stealing or wars or fighting is forbidden. But normally it was happening in Makkah, in all around the Kaaba. Some people started to do this bad act, so there was agreement, and this agreement was called in Hilful Fuzul, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was an active part of this agreement. Then the last aspect was that Prophet Muhammad SAW started to do trade and business with his uncle, and then he did the business for Hadija radiallahu ta'ala anha as well. And then when he was 25 years old, he went for the trade for Hadija radiallahu ta'ala anha as well. And lately he got married to Hadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, and it was a very good decision by Sayyida Khadija radhiyallahu ta'ala anha and for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the age of Khadija radhiyallahu ta'ala anha was 40 years, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was 25 years old. So here the first interval of the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been completed. After marriage, he lived a very good, happily married life. He was doing trade and business of Hadija radiallahu ta'ala anha was, and he was showing his tractor. He was living with Makkans with with a very good relations with them. And then the next interval of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was started. We will learn about that in next episode, inshallah. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.